what's going to happen here. It's going pretty fast. So far, there's nothing in the area. There's the side of the buggy. Side of the buggy until the back of the buggy. So far, there's nothing in the area. There's the side of the buggy. Side of the buggy until the back of the buggy. What the heck was that? Where are we at? Oh, okay. We're probably like in India or something, Philippines maybe. Just look at where that peg was. Okay, we got some road rash. Side of the buggy right there. Going a little too fast. Now here's the thing when it comes to braking. Let's go ahead and talk about braking real quick. Okay, that's where we're gonna hit. First thing you have to do is plan your ride. You have to position yourself for safety. You have to locate these hazards. And then we have to make the decision to adapt or navigate them. Navigating is going to be that red stage maneuver where we're swerving around things or doing emergency progressive braking. So when it comes to the total stopping distance, you got perception, where the moment you see it happening. So let's get to the point where perception happens, right? Stolen. So right here, the side of the vehicle, that is the moment you perceive. Now, the next moment is when your right hand starts to reach for that front brake. Let's go ahead and make me a little bit bigger. Right hand reaches for that front brake and you start to squeeze. The moment you reach for it and you actually touch it is your reaction. The next thing is the braking distance. So when you start to squeeze progressively, okay, progressive brake pressure, you add up perception, reaction, and total braking distance time and length. So it could be hundreds of feet, couple feet, whatever it is. And that equals your total stopping distance. Yes, your total stopping distance right here is the sum of perception, distance, reaction, and braking, okay? So boom, look at that. Now, when it comes to progressive braking, you have to make sure you actually do it. So you squeeze, 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 squeeze. You can squeeze fast, but you want to squeeze. You don't want to slam it. That's what happens when you do a panic brake. Okay, now we got perception right here. When do we have the reaction? We haven't even squeezed that front brake. And why did we do that? Because we were using all rear brake. We panicked. So this was a brown stage maneuver. No buenos. No buenos. It wasn't a red stage. He didn't do what he needed to do. So let's go back to a little bit. He's full pinned on that throttle. Maybe that's a factor. So now we're going to go ahead and put our hands on it. Maybe we're squeezing with these two fingers, but it's still not going to be enough. One thing I do want you guys to know is to keep your eyes forward and eyes where you want to go. If you're looking down, you're probably going to dump the bike. If you're target fixating, you're probably going to target fixate and go straight into it. Here's the thing. You want to keep your eyes up, but you want to keep your eyes out for escape paths. So the escape path is going to be left, right. It could be braking or even accelerating. It all depends on the situation. The escape path here is going to be off to the right. So a little bit to the right. So the braking's not working. This is the rest of our total stopping distance. So if it's not working, we need to find an escape path and actually swerve. You guys can't see it because I'm doing it on the wrong screen. But here we go. We're going to go ahead and go over here and swerve. And that's what we should be doing. Okay, that's what we should be doing. So part of a red stage maneuver is changing up the plan. Okay. So if we can't stop in time, we need to swerve then, because obviously we did not have enough room to stop, okay? So let's go it over again. You're gonna plan your ride. You need to make sure you have good total stopping distance, so you're actually positioning yourself good for safety. Progressive brake pressure, eyes where you want to go. Constantly search for escape paths, even in the middle of the emergency, and swerve if you need to. All right, intersection. Hey, this is definitely an orange section area, orange stage, because you have all these sides of the vehicles right here. Good swerve. Good swerve.
Fucking give way, you fucking moron.
Status red.
Look, it's fucking give way.
I know.
Look, look, look.
Oh, I get it. There's a stop sign. Okay. So right here, what this is going to be an orange stage situation. Okay, we typically in yellow stage, we're making sure we're prepped and ready for everything. But you know, sometimes things happen to where we can't do it. We have to make sure we can switch from yellow stage, you know, where we're zoned in, to an orange stage maneuver. An orange stage is when we actually see the thing. That's gonna be that side of the vehicle that we saw coming up here. So we're gonna get over here. We need to make sure that we are looking for these sides of the vehicle, and there it is. So what are we gonna do here as motorcycle riders? We're gonna go ahead and do a swerve. We're applying the brakes and we're using the horn at the same time. So we got to pick one or the other. We got to either do emergency braking at this speed. It's not going to be that bad. You know, we are going to be in a red stage maneuver right here where we are in active emergency response. So he's applying the brakes and the swerve. It sounds like we haven't practiced one or the other. We just kind of do whatever our body says. We need to be practicing. Make sure you guys are practicing. Do a swerve or emergency brake. Don't try to do both at once. Sometimes it doesn't work out too well. Rider, yeah. Show of hands in the comments if you have crashed your motorcycle or have ever had to deal with motorcycle insurance. Go ahead and write it down. For those of you that don't even have motorcycle insurance or you're looking to possibly get a better deal, Progressive is sponsoring this video and wanted me to talk to you about how easy it is to get a quote. So I decided to go ahead and get one myself, and it took me less than 3 minutes to do the whole process, absolutely free. Got an email with the quote, and now I'm working through the process there. Go ahead and do it. Links in the description. Very quick, very easy. I'll see you in the video. All right, Jotho, here we go. Lost his phone. You guys know the deal. We're going to be going on.
S.M.A.R.T didn't dull his vigilance and he managed to brake in time.
Okay, lane filtering. Got to watch out for lane filtering. Anybody going to... Whoa! Great job with progressive braking. Holy moly. Good job. Wow. Good job.
You're right.
And he had a good attitude about it. One second, Joe. It's Jotho. Can we get Bruce Byers? Can you get Jotho? Can you go ahead and message Jotho and let him know that I already like his attitude, and we will add him to an honorary member in the Discord if he wants to. Jotho, that was really good. That was really, really good. Let's go and see what happens. Okay, so we're gonna be lane filtering. Look at the speed.
And he managed to brake in time.
Can I speak? Thank you. Look at the lane position. We are starting to plan our ride. We're being situationally aware. We're positioning for safety. We're trying to locate as best as possible, as many hazards as possible. It's very difficult to do so. We're going to talk about that on the podcast, about how not being paranoid. It's called awareness triage. Okay, you got to focus on what's important. But right here, when you're going through this is definitely an orange stage maneuver. We got to be paying attention. Now, the awareness triage part of this is that you're going to watch for that pattern of an open lane. And you can kind of see one. This is not big enough. This is not big enough for this van to kind of go through. But let's say if that red vehicle wasn't there, this van could easily have gone through. And your problem is that you're going to go up to here and you're going to collide right there. So making sure that you're situationally aware for these patterns, the big patterns. We'll probably see a few crashes like that on this a little bit later. But we're getting through here, going pretty fast, and then quickly. Let's go ahead. We have to slow it down because he's so good at this. So good at this. Let's go ahead and make it 25% speed. Let's see how it goes. So we're going to perceive. We have our hands already on the handlebars and on the front brake. And then we squeeze. It looks like he's got an RSD glove. This is like my old glove. Anybody can... You can barely see it. You can barely see it. There's like a zipper right there, and this is the white. I have those exact ones. If you've seen any of my Saturday Scramblers, you'll know what I mean. It's one of my favorite gloves. Anyways, I got a little distracted. So he's gonna be doing progressive brake pressure. So he has his hands and fingers across the front brake. So he's already prepped and ready. We removed that perception time. So with total stopping distance, you have the perception and reaction. So all he has to do is perceive. Doesn't really have to react. He just has to squeeze now. And so it removes maybe a second, maybe even 2 seconds from the total stopping distance. Very, very important. And you do that when you're in orange stage. If you don't know what orange stage is, that's what it is. So we're in yellow stage most of the time, but in a dangerous situation like this, we're in orange stage. We are prepped and ready. And what he did was a red stage maneuver. A brown stage wasn't paying attention, did a panic brake. That's the problem. He didn't do a panic brake. He did a really good squeeze right here. So he's getting prepped and ready. You saw that. And he's going to squeeze, and then you can see the weight transfer to the front. So this is all going to disappear because his body's moving forward. So he's squeezing, and was able to stop in time. And the only reason why he was able to do that is because he was in orange stage and prepped for it. That's part of planning your ride. You position yourself for safety, but put yourself in a better spot and be ready for success with that squeeze. Very good job. He has a good attitude about it. Very good. Guys, if you like this kind of stuff, we do this every Tuesday and Thursday on this channel at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time live. So make sure you check that out. But if you want to check out some other things like this video right here or this video right here, please do so. It supports the channel. Click that like button, by the way. Check into class. Anyways, I'll be seeing you around.